Kia ora, Tony Wood here, the minister at Johnsonville Uniting Church, with this week's devotional thought for you. Over this week, I've seen television adverts with a very common theme. One with David Kirk holding aloft the William Webb Ellis Trophy in 1987, and then others with images of Richie McCaw from 2011 and 2015, bringing those great All Black memories back into our minds of when we won the Rugby World Cup, which begins again this weekend, and with the hope that perhaps the new All Black captain or current All Black captain might lift that trophy again. I thought it'd be a good time to think about some of the great Christians of the past that are inspiring for their lives of faith, but also to think of those who have been the great people of faith for us. One person whose story really inspires me is Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who was a German confessing church leader during the 1930s and 40s in Germany, and known for signing a declaration saying that a Christian's first commitment must be to God and to the government second, and imploring the German people not to follow the Nazi leadership. Bonhoeffer is famous for getting into trouble in the early 1930s on a radio show for stating that Hitler was likely to be Germany's great misleader, not their next great leader, in a radio broadcast that never finished because it got pulled off air. When the war began in 1939, he was in America on a speaking tour and said, "I must return to Germany," even though friends begged him not to, knowing his life would be in danger. But he said, "If I do not go through this with the people of Germany, how can I be part of recreating Germany afterwards?" He didn't see the war through, dying in 1945 as he was executed for being involved in a plot to assassinate Hitler. When asked why he did that, when he thought that God would never want someone to take another human life, he said, "If you see a drunk driver getting behind the wheel of a car and where he's clearly going to drive towards a group of children playing, are you not duty bound to do what you need to in order to stop it?" And that's how he described his reason for being involved in trying to assassinate Hitler. As the war ended and he was executed just before, he said, "This seems like it is the end, but it is not. In fact, for me, this is just the beginning," showing how much his faith was deeply ingrained in who he was and what he truly believed. Hebrews chapter 11 runs through a list of the great figures in the Bible. And then at the very end says, "Because we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off what holds us back and run towards the prize that God has in store for us." Take time this weekend not to think of those who have lifted up rugby trophies, but those who have lifted up trophies of faith that we remember, think about, recall, and are inspired by. Who have been those people for us? Think about those people this weekend. God bless you all.